Good morning. It's Black Friday today, 2024. Let's take a look at the deals we can find. Hopefully you all had a very happy Thanksgiving and you're ready to take a look at some batteries and inverter products. I'll be honest, there's not a whole lot that excites me this year, and I remember very similar last year. I think that has a lot to do with the competition out there for the lithium iron phosphate battery market space. Particularly the 12 volt 100 amp hour is the most popular lithium iron phosphate battery on the market, and there's just so much competition, especially out of China, that it's really driving the prices down. The sales don't come around like they used to, at least back when I was a kid, but you'd get flyers in the mail, and the deals would actually be good, and you'd have to go wait in line at the physical store, and they might have like 2 or 3 of the item that was on sale for all of the people in line. Today with the internet, everything is so easily accessible, and like I said, the competition is just so vicious in certain market spaces that it really drives the price down. That said, there is still quite a few good offers out there. So we'll just do a quick run through at what I found here. So up first, I wanted to point out the battery finder tool I wrote. If you haven't seen that yet, it's basically a script that's querying Amazon's APIs, multiple APIs, multiple data points, and pulling all of the batteries it can find back into one page that makes it easy to sort and filter based on voltage, capacity, brand name, price per kilowatt hour, multi-packs, lightning deals, and so forth. So if you're looking for deals on Amazon, I would keep this page open throughout the day and keep refreshing it. I haven't really seen too much pop up on here so far. Last night, this 12 volt 100 amp hour mini battery popped up from the company Dumfumi. You can pronounce that how you'd like, but it sold for $99. So I picked one up. That's the cheapest 100 amp hour I've seen thus far. We'll do a review on that here in a few weeks and see what it actually looks like on the inside. So once again, just like last year, Current Connected is near the top of the list. Their Black Friday deal is free shipping on any order over $2,000, and this deal has actually been going on most of November from what I understand. It's better than last year's offer. Last year's offer was free shipping on $8,500, which is very difficult to meet unless you're purchasing an entirely new system. This is $2,000. It's fairly easy to meet that if you're buying a battery and inverter. In fact, one EG4 6000 XP and one EG4 LifePower 4 version 2 battery is pretty much what I would recommend as the starter kit, so to speak, for anybody wanting to get in the backup power or off-grid type setup. And it's very easy to expand. It's easy to add more inverters. It's easy to add more batteries. It's easy to set up and get going. And you can pick that up for $2,598 before tax. Again, with free shipping, and that's actually slightly better than Signature Solar's prices, which we'll take a look at here shortly. Current Connected has really expanded their product offerings recently, and I'll be honest, I haven't kept up like I should have. They're carrying multiple EG4 inverters and batteries now. They're carrying Midnight Solar's new line of products. I still haven't taken a look at those. They have the traditional Victron they've been selling for a while. They have their SOK battery kits. I think the SOK batteries were actually out of stock when I looked. Let's take a look here. So yeah, the EG4 LifePower 4 V2 is selling for $1,199, and that's around the same price the LifePower 4 has been for a while now. The SOK rack battery is selling for $1,252, and I believe that was out of stock as of last night. It does say out of stock. It doesn't say it's back-ordered, so I don't know if they are still selling those, or no, there's really nowhere you can pre-order them or anything. So I don't have any information as to why that is, but it is difficult to beat the price and the quality of the EG4 rack batteries. And the EG4 6000 XP, this is the inverter I'm running 2 of, and is my recommended inverter at this time. Pretty much the same price as far as I can remember, $79 in stock. Moving on to Signature Solar. Signature Solar's Black Friday deal is $350 flat rate shipping on your order. You can see they've got a few discounts here, 10% off batteries. The version 1 battery, this is actually a really good deal on the version 1 battery. If you're looking for the LifePower 4 original version, is $975. That's the lowest price I've seen on a brand new EG4 battery as long as I can remember. I assume that is a limited time deal. It does sound like it is based on them having the version 2 of the LifePower 4 battery out. So if you're looking to buy an EG4 battery, I would recommend grabbing some at this price before they are gone. All right, they do have a clearance section here, which I think had some refurbished batteries. And there's nothing under the clearance section. Where did I see the refurbished batteries? Black Fridays? All right, so I'm pretty sure there's an easier way to find it, but the way I can find it now is under Products, Batteries. And if you sort by price ascending here and scroll down a little bit, you can see there is a refurbished LifePower 4 12 volt version here. Okay, I guess most of the refurbished deals are gone. I'm only seeing a 12 volt and a 24 volt. And most people are not going to buy 12 or 24 volt rack batteries. They're going to go for the 48 volt. The EG4 Power Pro batteries, I have not looked at those yet. I'm not really familiar with the pricing on them, but you may want to check out those deals as well. But again, the best offer for them is really the $350 flat rate shipping. Now, if you add the same LifePower V4 V2 battery to your cart and the same EG4 6000 XP inverter, the prices are the same as current connected at $1,200 and $1,400. Their shipping offer didn't apply to me because the price to ship these two items was $218, which is cheaper than their $350 offer. And then I put in my discount code Lithium Solar 50, which is exclusive to my channel. Took $50 off the order, and it comes to, let's see, I like to use the pre-tax prices because everybody's tax is different. So 2932 minus, so it's $2,766 pre-tax, which is roughly $200 more expensive than current connected. So if you're purchasing those two items, I'd probably go for current connected just because of their customer service. I've never heard a complaint that I can recall from current connected about poor customer service. Signature Solar has great customer service as well. Nothing against them. Just my personal preference is for current connected. Moving on, Ruixu is another one to take a look at. And Ruixu still holds the place as my favorite rack mount 48 volt battery. And I really haven't looked at much of their offerings recently. And the products they're carrying have really exploded. I reviewed their rack mount battery, I think it was about a year and a half ago now. And I really liked the build quality. I liked that it was a small form factor. Height-wise, it was smaller than most of the other rack mount batteries. The only thing from what I recall is it did not have a circuit breaker built in. So their offer is free shipping on an order of $3,000 or more, and that's going to be approximately 4 batteries. So if we look at their server rack batteries, this is the original version here. It sells for $1,099. So if you add 3 to your cart, you'll get the free shipping deal. It is UL 1973 certified and it is UL 9540 certified. It was not at the time of my video. I believe that came after the fact. They also have a new version of this battery. It's the self-heated version, so it's the same battery with heating pads, I guess. And this is actually the same price as the non-heated version. And when I looked at their website last night, it was at this $11.99 price, so it's actually come on sale for today. I tend to lean towards the non-heated batteries just because there's less to go wrong inside the battery, and I don't really use mine in an environment that requires heating. So Ruixu also has a new product out. It's the Lithium 216. It's a 16 kilowatt hour battery. Let's see if we can, their website's not loading very well here today. $3,299. It is a 51.2 volt, 314 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery on wheels. I think it weighs over 300 pounds, I saw. 320 pounds for this battery. It is UL 1973 and UL 9540A. I've not taken a look at this battery yet. I'm hoping to have one soon. They did reach out to me. Unfortunately, I neglected to respond, so I do need to touch base with them. And this does look like it's going to be a fantastic product in terms of energy density. I don't know enough about it yet that I'd say go out and buy one today, but it's definitely something I would keep an eye on in terms of development, support, and what other people are saying about them. So again, if you add 3 of their classic rack mount batteries to your cart, you're looking at $32.97 free shipping. They don't charge tax on their website. This is one of the few vendors that doesn't charge tax on their website, so some states you're supposed to go back and pay that later. Some states, don't have sales tax, so that's up to you how you handle that one. But it does come to $32.97 for 3 batteries shipped from their website. Aside from that, we have the usual lid time. We have Power Queen, and Red Odo is the other one I typically recommend. These sites all feel very, very spammy, and the deals, they just seem inflated. And this was the same thing I pointed out last year in terms of the spamminess. And Power Queen's the same way. Anything that has a pop-up dialog like this is very annoying. Power Queen had a pop-up dialog last night. I see it's gone today. Maybe it's because I've seen it already, but it was like this spinner thing that pops up, and anything that puts screen spam in your face just makes me want to close the website as quick as possible. But let's take a look at some of the good deals. The most popular on lid time is going to be the 12 volt 100 amp hour battery. It's $189. It's not really a discounted price. It's been hovering around that point for a little while now. The price of all these batteries has come down significantly since the past year. It is cheaper than it was last year. But if I look at this and compare it to a month or two ago, it's probably down about $10 or $20. I don't think it's that good of a deal. I think it's a good battery, but price-wise, it's just not there for me. So one of the other batteries of theirs I reviewed recently was the 560 amp hour battery, and that's sitting around $1,529. And there is a $200 discount code on that one. Okay, so that'll bring it down to $1,329. That is still a bit expensive because if you go up to their 12 volt 280 amp hour batteries, $499. So you can buy two of these and it's still cheaper than the 560 amp hour with the discount code. Now the reason why I would lean towards two of the 280 amp hour batteries over the 560 amp hour battery, that battery is very, very heavy and it requires two people to lift, and it's just extremely difficult to move around. I love the battery, I love the way it's built, I love the steel case. It's just heavy. This 12 volt 280 amp hour is going to be half the weight. It's in a plastic case, which may be good or bad depending on how you look at it. I'm fine with plastic cases. My preference is for the metal cases, but I have no problem with the plastic cases. You have that redundancy, which is something people have pointed out a lot to me, is that multiple batteries has more redundancy, but you have to spend on the cables to interconnect them. So if I were recommending between the two, I'd probably lean towards two of the 280 amp hour batteries. And this is a pretty good price here, $499 for a 12 volt 280 amp hour battery. Power Queen deals are around the same, so if we look at their 100 amp hour battery, $175, so it's cheaper than Lithium's. Again, this one does not have low temperature charge protection that I can recall. Let's see. Yeah, just over temp. This one does not have low temp charge protection, neither did the Lithium. They both sell plus versions or pro versions that have it, but the very basic cheapest version does not. And they say it's Hobotech recommended, so a lot of batteries become, oh, here's the annoying spinner wheel. This is the annoying spinner wheel that popped up last night that makes me just want to close the page. But anyway, that's a fairly reasonable price if you're looking to buy one. It's certainly nothing that I'd run out and grab a bunch of them at once. Red Odo is pretty much around the same. If we go to their basic 12 volt 100 amp hour, where is it? 12 volt 100 amp hour. Again, this is not going to have low temperature charge protection. $167, so that is cheaper than Power Queen's and it is cheaper than Lithium. Definitely deals to take a look at, but as I said before, certainly nothing that I would go and run out and buy a bunch of them of just because it's Black Friday. And the last one to take a look at that wasn't really on my list but just came to mind is Epoch Batteries, and they've had some of the best marine rated batteries. They're sealed, they're waterproof. Marine batteries if you're in a boat or another water-based environment. 12 volt 100 amp hour battery. And this is the one I actually dunked in a tank of water and let it sit there for a while, pulled it out, opened it up and verified there was nothing inside. And it passed my water dunking test. If I'm remembering correctly, and it has been a while, I believe they had an agreement with Ruixu that was a subsidiary of Eve to assemble these batteries or design these batteries, or they in some way worked with Ruixu to build these batteries. So it's not just another China clone of all the other batteries out there. This is one battery that I would strongly recommend if you're in that marine environment or outdoor environment. They are heated, they are waterproof. $399 gets you a 100 amp hour 12 volt battery. And I see they actually have a code for 15% off. I don't remember seeing that the other day. So let's put one in our cart here. If I add one 12 volt 100 amp hour to my cart, $399, the discount code takes off $59.84 and it comes to $339.15. Great price for a waterproof heated battery. Now I've not taken a look at any of their other products. They've come out with a new line of batteries since. We have a Group 24, we have an 8D, we have a battery that supports cranking, so I assume that may have either a contactor or somehow bypasses the BMS. Haven't looked at one yet, but that's just my guess. They have a new rack-based system that's coming out. I don't think that's been released yet. ETA is December 17th, so they've got a whole rack set up they're building. Just like Current Connected, I've not heard any complaints on their company or their other company, 18650batterystore.com. So definitely something to keep a look at. That's pretty much where I'm going to call it quits here for today. Check out the battery finder if you're browsing deals on Amazon. If you find any deals throughout today or through the weekend or Cyber Monday, I expect a lot of these deals to stay on through Cyber Monday. Drop those deals down in the comment section so I can see them and so other viewers can see those deals as well. Let me know if you have any other questions or comments. Happy shopping, happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching, and make sure to hit that like button before you go. Thank you.